The big question that many traders ask, do candlesticks work? And the answer is yes, but not the way most traders think. And in this video, I'll show you how candlesticks should be traded. The missing piece to candlestick and price action trading is that whether it's candlesticks or price action or chart patterns, they all can become powerful when you read them in the correct context. So the real edge is not in the candle or the pattern itself, it's in a story around the candle and the pattern. And what we're going to do is we're always going to analyze any signal in the context of trend, key level structure, and confluence. And that's how we create high probability trade scenarios. If you like my YouTube videos, you will absolutely love my new trading course. The new course takes my trading videos to a whole nother level. I've recorded over 100 brand new videos. I have included new strategies with exact rules and hundreds of screenshots. The material works on all time frames and all markets. Of course, I also cover risk management, position sizing, strategy development, strategy improvement, trading psychology, and so much more. The link is in the video description. And we currently have a very special promo waiting for you. So let's start with a very regular basic pin bar, but in the right context. So we can see this is a pin bar. It's occurring after a long trend. The market tried to push lower, was reversed, and closed higher. When we look back, we can see this is happening right at the previous support area. So we have key structural support. Very, very important, because this shows us that the location of the signal or the pattern actually makes sense. It also makes a lot of sense to look for the candlestick pattern after an extended trend, because it's a reversal signal, and you don't want to look for reversal signals early on in a trend, because early on in a trend continuations are way more likely. But here you can see we have 1, 2, 3.5 trend continuation legs. So reversals after an extended trend make a lot more sense. We also don't want to jump into candlestick patterns or signals right away. What I've come to learn is that typically you want to wait the next candle. Does the next candle break the high of the candlestick, which we would then call a trigger? Or does the market keep trading sideways, or maybe even try to reclaim the wicks? I made some videos in the past about reclaiming wicks. So when the market is not able to trigger the high, but it's taking out the wick, then it's exactly the opposite signal. So I would encourage you always wait one more candle to see, does the candlestick actually trigger? In this case, it does. So this would be your entry signal. At this point in time, you can also go to a lower time frame to fine tune your entry. And then you can see the market shot up higher. And this is then how you find candlestick signals with structure, level confluence, trend context, and then also you wait for the trigger. The Morningstar is one of my favorite patterns, and I will show you how to trade them in 2 or 3 examples in this video. And I would be really interested to hear from you in the comments below. What is your favorite pattern? What is your favorite signal? Leave it in the comments and I will make a video on some of the most upvoted answers. So what we see is the Morningstar, and the Morningstar is a 3, or in this case 4 candlestick pattern. We have a very strong bearish candle followed by 2 dojis. Sometimes there's only 1 doji. Whether it's 1, 2, or 3, it doesn't matter. The context is really important, or the whole signal shape. So it's a strong candle, doji, and then strong candle in the opposite direction. So it's a deceleration and acceleration pattern. So the market decelerates after the trending push and then accelerates into the opposite direction. So this pause followed by this extreme push in the opposite direction is the key to the pattern. Again, we look for context. Where is the pattern happening? It's happening right here at this previous supply, or well, in this case, it's actually a demand zone. It's an extended trend. Once again, we have seen that the market has been trading lower for quite a while. So looking for whether it's a long-term or short-term uptrend does actually make a lot of sense in this context. So at that point, when we see this, I would not jump onto the signal itself. I would go to a lower time frame. So we go from daily time frame to a 1-hour time frame. This is how the pattern looks like. The market already did break above the resistance here, moved higher. Now we have the pullback. So it's a very good time and place to look for pullback continuations into the upside. You can see that the market keeps trading with higher highs and higher lows. The market keeps pulling back into fair value gaps. There are tons and tons of pullback opportunities. You could add a moving average and then trade off those. You could look for the daily pivot point and use those for pullback trading. You have many possibilities. And the key takeaway here is that you find your pattern on the higher time frame. The pattern gives you the direction that you want to trade in. And then the lower time frame, whatever tools you use, those are the entry signals then and your entry timing opportunities. Inside to outside, another great sequence. And one theme that you will see in this video and my all other videos is that I will never look at just one signal or one pattern. I will typically look at multiple signals. So instead of looking at one candlestick, is this a pin bar? I will look at what is the candle before, what is the candle afterwards, and that will already help you improve finding better candles. So we are looking here at a downtrend. The market has broken this previous swing point. The breakout was extremely strong with a very strong candle. Then we have the inside candle. The inside candle is just a signal that the market is pausing. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that it negates the breakout. It's just a matter of market pause. We want to then analyze how is the market triggering or trading into the inside candle. I want to see the market trigger the lows, which it did here. The market triggered the lows of the inside day. It also triggered here the lows of the breakout candle. So that would be then my entry signal or the signal for me to go to a lower time frame. This was here. We have another inside to outside, and then you can see the market really unfolds to the downside. So looking at candle sizes, looking at what makes sense to look for. Does it make sense to look for shorts? Yes, obviously it does with the context of the breakout and the trend here previously. Then we look at how the market triggers highs and lows of candles, and those are really important signals. Let's take a look at the inside to fake out scenario. So here you can see we are in a downtrend. The market has two strong bearish candles. The inside candle, once again, we could look for continuations to the downside because we're going with the trend, but the next candle is the complete opposite. Whereas here in the example before, the market gave us an outside candle that triggered the low here and showed the continuation. Here you can see the market try to take out the lows of both the inside and the previous continuation candle, but it failed. The market pushed higher and it actually closed above the high of the inside day, and it also triggered here the high of this candle. And this is then an outside candle for those two candles. So it's a trend reversal signal. We go to a lower time frame to analyze the signal. How does this look on a lower time frame? It looks like a short-term fake out, right? Of course, makes sense because we have the lows here. Short-term fake out, the market pushes higher, broke above this. So at that point in time, from here on, you look for your entry signals. Could be pullbacks, could be breakouts, whatever preferred trading style you use. You can see the market moved higher, pulled back, shot higher, pulled back. So plenty of opportunities here on the way up. The most important signal or the most important takeaway is that after this signal, we know that we are no longer looking for short opportunities, but with the fake out, we are looking for long opportunities. Let's take a look at the evening star. As the name suggests, it's the opposite to the morning star, also really powerful. So here we're looking at an uptrend, and here we have a 3 candlestick pattern. We have a strong bullish candle, followed then by a doji, and then followed by an outside candle. It's really important that the first and the third candle are very strong candles, and the one in between is small. This shows us that there's a reversal. It's a very strong reversal signal. Of course, you want to look left. Where is this occurring? Does it make sense in the trend context? What we can see is when we go now from the 4-hour to the 1-hour chart, this is how the evening star looks on the lower time frame. We have the resistance that turns into support, and this level has been broken once again. We can also see that now the bearish candles are much stronger than the bullish candles. It's another really important signal that we can pick up here on the microstructure of the price action. We can see that we are leaving a fair value gap on the breakout, which we then can use for our entry timing. And this is an example of how you can stack signals in your favor. And as I said, you can use moving averages, you could use break and retests, you could use fair value gaps, like in this case, you could use pivot points. Whatever your preferred trading methodology is, you could use that and then time your entries, right? We can see that here, the market is pushing in it, really collapsing afterwards. Let's take a look at how we can read engulfing candles in a very effective way. So we can see that the trend context here on the daily chart is that we're coming here from a downtrend. The market tried to break into new lower lows, failed, pushed higher. Let's assume there was no signal that you could have used to trade this higher. Then you just wait out for the next trend signal or trade signal. We can see that the market is now making a run at higher highs. And we can see that this is occurring with an engulfing candle that engulfs the previous 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. So the market pushed into the resistance. There was no immediate breakout, which is okay. This is often expected. The market instead trades a little bit around the resistance, but doesn't really reverse lower. There was a little bit of a sell-off attempt, but the sell-off attempt was immediately rejected. And at this engulfing candle signal, we go from the daily to the 1 hour. We can see the structure here. On the microstructure, we can see that the market is now making higher lows on the lower time frame. So on the higher time frame, we are breaking into high highs. On the lower time frame, we are breaking into higher highs. You could use this as your entry signal. We have a break and retest of the highs, and then the market really pushed higher very, very strongly.